Hey man, Donnie B, Learn Pro Recording. Hey, I got a scenario for you, man. You're in the studio, you got the guitar player over here, he's all set up and ready to go, got his pedal board all set, got his amp set up, his speaker ready to go, plugged in. What microphone you gonna use? You can use more than one, you can use two, you can use 8, what? Small diaphragm condenser, large diaphragm condenser that you can adjust stuff. You're gonna use an SM57? Yes. Are you gonna use a large diaphragm condenser that's usually meant for vocals? You're gonna use a large diaphragm or a broadcast type dynamic microphone? That's what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. Microphone choice. First, I want to give you something free. 100% free. My studio growth formula. Go grab it. It's learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. We're going to talk about microphones. Let's go. Hey guys, let's talk about microphones and why we would choose one microphone over another microphone. It has a lot to do with the pattern, yes. On the screen here, you see different patterns: omnidirectional, bidirectional, or figure eight, supercardioid, cardioid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So one thing you should do when you're choosing a microphone for a certain application is to understand what is it that you're trying to capture. You know, the most popular microphone in the studio is probably, and live too, is probably cardioid, just the regular old cardioid microphone. Do you choose a dynamic? Do you choose a ribbon? Do you choose a condenser mic? That has a lot to do with what you're trying to capture, okay? So let's say we're trying to capture a loud electric guitar cabinet. You know, a large diaphragm condenser, which you normally use for vocals in a studio, might be too much. Again, there's so many different choices of microphones and so many different ways you could go. Some of these large diaphragm condenser mics that you actually use for vocals in a studio might have a pad on it. The pad means that you can basically turn down the amplitude, turn down the volume of what's coming into that microphone. So it would work on a loud electric guitar. Some don't. Some do, some don't, that kind of thing. I mean, my first choice on a loud electric guitar, just because of experience, would be an SM57. I have other microphones that I do use on a loud electric guitar, which I think the next tomorrow, I think that's what we're actually talking about, is miking up a guitar cabinet. So it all has to do with, it's got a lot to do with budget. It has a lot to do with what you have in your locker. It has a lot to do with how you like to do things. You know, some people really enjoy a bidirectional or a supercardioid for a subcardioid for vocals in a studio. Again, it depends on your room, depends on your budget, depends on what you have in your locker. So I say just to experiment. Find out what works for you, and there are no rules. Try weird stuff, man. Try putting the little tiny condenser mic upside down underneath the Starbucks cup behind the piano. See what happens, man. That might be your next favorite position. So just see what happens. Try it. If it doesn't work, try something else. There you go, man. Have a great time. Y'all have fun. Hey, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Donnie B, I'm out of here. Peace.